Welcome back to Level 62. I'm Will,
I'm Jack.
and this is the Transport Fever 2 multiplayer series. So this week,
And it's your go again.
It is my go again. For my second episode, after Jack played the last episode. I would recommend you go back and watch the first two, especially the first episode where we go through a lot of the rules.
Oh yeah, go watch your episode. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So yeah. Obviously, I watched what you did. Nothing. Yeah, we both kind of did some similar ideas, and this episode was interesting for me. I know that once I finished recording it, I messaged you and was like, "Oh God, mistakes have been made," but we'll come to those. So yeah, straight away, didn't want to mess about too much. I was kind of looking around. I noticed, that the buses had a new one had come out, so just change that.
That come out during my episode. I managed to put that in.
Yeah, exactly. I know. Yeah, I swear I pressed play right at the start, but it's on pause again. So I didn't notice that. I noticed it later on because I was like trying to do something, and there you go. So yeah.
What are you doing? Stuff in?
I am indeed. The border towns.
Four platforms. What was that?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna change it down to 3 at some point, but not in this episode. But yeah, no, I tried to get. I think I overstretched myself just by about 60 seconds in this episode.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, no, I was trying to sort of look around to see what I could do for this. What would then be the next stage, and sort of just ended up settling on that I'd sort of split my track from Lille and get it to go up to Calais and Nantes, which I do. And then, yeah, as I said, maybe overstretch myself at the end. We'll come to that, as I said. But yeah.
Do you know what I'm still thinking about? Do you remember that bit of, was it road or track that I forgot to delete?
Oh yeah, you did. I didn't go and sort that out because that's not my problem.
But I literally since I recorded that, I've just been thinking about it.
Sleepless nights.
Yeah, exactly.
Thinking about that one bit. Yeah, I actually did. That was on my mind, and I made a big effort of making sure that I anything that I deleted. Any roads I deleted that I hooked back up straight away so that I didn't leave any floating bits of road.
Quite a hilly area on your side.
What was that?
Quite a hilly area on your side.
Yeah, there's a bit more going on in terms of terrain.
This whole system of adding modular stations.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I like it.
I think that they should kind of the old system where you could just add a platform.
Yeah, that's my thought.
That was a lot more functional. But certainly for doing more technical stuff, it makes the stations a lot more dynamic. But I don't they should kind of have both. If anything, you should be able to just add a platform, and it should just add one.
Yeah, and then you can cut it down if you want it shorter, or add to it if you want it longer.
I mean, that's
just great. But
I mean, that's just a small detail. Yeah, it's definitely better, but still a bit annoying.
What's this track you're building now?
So this is going into Lille. So kind of it's coming. Doesn't touch that other track. It just comes off there.
Right, I did one of those, so it just terminates there.
Yeah, and I just put a track at it terminates there, but there is a bit of track at the other end, just for neatness.
I did notice that. I did was what I was asking.
Yeah, just for a bit of neatness.
Are you going to tunnel through this?
I debated going around it, but I just couldn't justify the level of detour that would have required. So it is a tunnel job. Although here I like raise the terrain, so yeah, you should see that. Yeah.
Yeah,
the ditch isn't quite as big.
Have you had any thought of starting other things like cargo?
Yeah. I mean, there's sort of one more passenger track that I'd say definitely needs to go in, and then after that, it'll be onto cargo. Yeah, I wasn't totally happy here with the. I felt like coming out of the station in Calais, it was a bit of a kink. So I think I delete that and smooth it out.
Oh yeah, it's quite a move.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the cargo probably will be my next go. I'll start it because, as I said, I only really have one passenger track that I've got. So yeah, that'll be that. Maybe there'll be later passenger stuff, and I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean, getting pretty much all the towns hooked up is the first thing, so that they can at least travel between them.
Yeah, so I was gonna do here Paris to Calais in sort of like a triangle, but then I decided. Well, I think I built the platform for it, maybe. Can't remember. But anyway, I decided that I wanted to. I shouldn't be focusing on that bit yet. I should just get the line established. So it goes from Lille to Calais to Nantes up there. And yeah, I was sort of debating, do I do the triangular bit now? But that's something that I'd do if I wasn't playing to a time restriction.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I do build the platform. This was a bit of a waste of time in the end because I expand the station, the station expansion is fine. But I delete obviously the track back to keep the other line running, so I switch platforms, and I end up having to delete what I changed. So, but we'll come to that. It's a whole thing that happens later on. Yeah, I definitely think that it's just not a lot of time. It's just
no, it really isn't.
Well, we've had the new patch come out today.
Oh yeah,
as well. I was reading about it. It seems like it's mostly modding support.
Right. Okay, I was gonna say I haven't heard.
Apparently, we can mod more things now, so maybe we'll be seeing some new and interesting mods come out. There's a new suspension bridge.
Oh yeah.
I think just some other performance-related stuff that was continued on from the first patch. So should hopefully run a bit better.
It's always nice. But you are wasting a lot of time on this area, aren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, see, I'm not putting in a bridge like that. It's just
why not?
I just can't. I can't sanction.
Looks good.
I can't sanction it.
It looks good.
It doesn't. But yeah, no.
Did you? Oh, sorry, go on.
No, you go.
Did you add mods?
Yeah, so I added 2 mods, but they didn't actually come into the game, so I didn't get to use them. So I'm sure I'll discuss them when I actually get to use them.
Yeah. Okay.
But I know you've got some mods lined
up.
Well,
I've got one lined up, but I won't be able to use it for a little while.
Yeah, they just aren't quite the 50s. Well, it's just early 60s tend to be where most of the mod stats sort of come in. So,
yeah, a lot of the early stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, just realign it. Yeah, I think freight's definitely on the agenda for next time. I'm kind of considering maybe doing a loop track, but I'm unsure about it.
A loop, you say?
A loop, yeah. A loop line. I'm uncertain.
Where would you be doing that?
We would go Calais, Paris, Toulouse, and Nantes.
Would you have it go both ways?
Yeah. I'm uncertain. I don't know how effective a loop will be, especially because we're not playing with like loads of towns or anything. So, I will build the track because I'll build a line from Nantes to Toulouse anyway next time. And I'll sort of see whether or not I decide to make that a loop. But yeah, nice. I know all of my towns are now hooked up to rail in some form.
Yeah, I think I've got like 2 more to do. I think to get them all to.
Well, yeah, I connected the last 2 in this one, so
yeah, to get them all connected up to at least something. Yeah. I don't know whether I'm going to put in the boat or not.
As I said, I ran out of time, so the boat is definitely one of the. Like, I know it doesn't take too long to set up a boat route, but you have to set up.
No, but I can't. Off the top
lines.
of my head, I can't remember how close the towns actually are to the water. So I would have to like put in bus routes to get them there.
Yeah, exactly.
Things like that. So I don't know if I'll spend the time doing it or not until I'm actually in there.
Just connect up your other towns with your passenger rail, and then
exactly. Get some bus routes going in all the towns.
Yeah, I added one in Lille, I think, and maybe Calais bus routes, but for that station in Nantes, it was kind of on a road already, so
yeah,
I feel like I needed one desperately for the. That was one of those situations where I was deleting road there, where I was expecting them to instantly rebuild it just to annoy me.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Some more tunnels. It may surprise you.
Yeah, I know how anti-tunnel you are.
I like to see the trains.
I like to see the trains, but there's also practicality.
Exactly. If it is so practical that there's no possible way that I can avoid using a tunnel, then I will do it.
Yeah, when I do it, you always have something to say.
Yeah, because you use tunnels for like the smallest hill.
I have definitely built some absurd tunnels in the past, but
yeah, and some absurd bridges, I think.
I don't know about the bridges.
There'll be some in there somewhere.
I remember one that was completely huge, but also necessary because the map was so hilly.
Yeah.
I also remember building a tunnel at some point that was basically a roller coaster.
It's bad when you have to build a helix of some sort.
Yeah.
I think I've only ever felt the need to build one. They're just so like inefficient.
Yeah.
You're not going very far at a very slow speed. don't think this map will. Well, maybe some of my. I don't know if any of my industries are up in a mountain. Might need a helix.
No, I haven't had a proper look, to be honest, on my side of the industries. I don't even know what the towns need or anything.
Yeah. Just build the track out here because that's where it'll go in the future. So I don't do that. Switch that to double slip. Yeah, and then I'm just working through the logic in my head. I'm like, right, yeah, everyone can get into the right platforms. Yeah. So yeah, that line's built now. I think it's pretty quick. Not too much drama, as is what you want when you're building under time pressure. But I make sure there is plenty of drama later on.
You're really building it up.
It just goes all wrong. It just all goes wrong.
I've been waiting for this since yesterday. You told me.
Yeah. So it just. I think I had. It must be pretty close. Yeah, because I finished this line, and I was thinking, what do I do? Because I think I had like 10, 12 minutes left, something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, all I have to do is put the track in from Calais to Paris, and then I was going to change it so that it goes Toulouse, Calais, Paris as one line, Lyon, Lille, Paris, the other line, and then the third line will be Lille, Calais, Nantes. Those would be my 3 lines. But the current, I know it's sounding confusing, I'm just shouting random French names. But so the only line I currently have operational, the one that I built in episode 1, that goes from Lyon to Lille to Paris to Toulouse. So I was looking to take Toulouse off the end of that and send that through Paris to Calais instead. So obviously I've got to build the track from Calais to Paris and then rework that tunnel that I deleted earlier. Oh yeah, so just quickly, this is my 1 depot.
Yeah,
So I was having to build it, but I was wanting to make it. I probably spent too long on this. I was wanting it to make kind of look a bit more flowing than that. So, oh yeah, then I think I accept this, but then it's just horrible on the terrain. I like zoom in on it, and I'm like, oh my god. So, but yeah, so I have to go back and delete that tunnel again and stuff. So I decided not to keep that. Yeah, I thought better of it for that. But yeah, no, I definitely probably something that I would have spent, an hour or 2 slowly going through. So yeah, it doesn't work out too bad in the end.
No, I mean it's just a weird visual glitch, isn't it?
Yeah, that sorts it out. So.
Have a bridge there.
Well, obviously I bulldozed a tree to just put that bit of track that is going to be used by 2 trains as they make their way to that line, and then that's it. So.
And never again. Yeah.
So yeah, this one just goes straight up here. I didn't notice the unfortunate brown colour that represents it.
It is a colour.
It's going through Calais, so make of that as what you will. Yeah, I just went for the same trains again.
It's just like the only option, isn't it?
Nothing's really come up. And as we said, we're going to be getting mods that are going to be starting to come into the game in the next couple of episodes. So yeah, I just cloned them in the end.
Well, that's an interesting thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
Tried not to put them onto your line.
Well, there's no way they can get there, is there?
I know.
It's gonna be great when
I'll put like a secret tunnel in and just start sending like shuttles to clog up your lines.
I was just thinking that it's gonna be great when we have the connection where I can just send a random train, just like stops at every single station in no particular order.
Yeah, just like reversing down one-way tracks and stuff, just causing absolute chaos. But the thing is, like, because we're watching each other's play through, it's quite hard to do something sneaky.
Yeah, exactly.
It's when we start having, we'll have a resolution, which is that I can talk to you through my episode, but only I can watch it, and you just have a black screen to stare at whilst I talk. It's full-on Cold War.
Yeah, for the purposes of I'll do that, and then in my episode I'll just go delete your towns.
Yeah, nuclear warfare.
You'll load up, and your half of the map will just be gone. Like, there won't even be ground; it would just be gone. The water would be like falling off the edge of a waterfall, like the edge of like Asgard or something.
Yeah. I didn't know that warfare would come to Transport Fever, but it's on the cards at this point.
Yeah.
I'll start.
Someone make a mod for it. Someone make a Modern Warfare mod for Transport Fever.
Get some tanks going down the street instead of
I want Captain Price
a little truck
to be one of the mayors of my towns.
Yeah, a nice little bridge in there as well. Appreciated that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, now I think there's actually I think there's only like maybe 10 minutes left. And I was like, can I knock this other line out quickly? And I was just like, well, I do everything else, and then I just got my priorities wrong and ended up causing a mess. Going around busting up. Oh yeah, there's the tunnel.
I noticed that.
And I made a threatening move and accidentally put a bus stop in there. Be seen as an act of war.
Yeah, that is an act of aggression we will not tolerate. So we will put a bus stop even closer to your side.
Yeah, exactly. We should just put bus stops either side and call them checkpoints.
For God's sake. Checkpoint Charlie.
Exactly. I like how, as part of my naming system for local bus lines, I abbreviate the name of the town. So for Lille, I just put it down to Lille, as in Lil. But I still type out local, even though that's the same number of letters.
Well, what do I do? I abbreviate the names on the rail lines, but then when it comes to the bus routes, I write the full name of the town and then abbreviate like clockwise and anti-clockwise.
Well,
I cut it down.
That I understand more, but like abbreviating Lille to Lille,
it's
maybe a bit more.
It doesn't do much.
So yeah, I'm contemplating doing the building, and I just decide to go on with it. Which is probably, in hindsight, I don't think it's bad. It was a good decision, but I think I just should have done it a bit earlier, maybe, instead of going around bussing up and stuff. Quite a nice looking triangular area of track, but it'll be interesting to see when freight starts weaving through it. And I'm sure there'll be some flying junctions and all sorts going on.
Some absurdity, what I like.
Yes, indeed. I think most of my track, is above 200. My measurements are in kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
And obviously the fastest is 300. So I may have to change some parts of track at some point. Once I get high-speed trains and stuff. But
Is the fastest track you can get just 300?
There may be a mod where you can get.
I was going to say, because I'm pretty sure there's some trains that are listed speeds faster than that on the workshop.
Yeah, I've seen trains listed at like 320.
Yeah.
I think you can find faster track.
Right.
Yeah, that is a bridge too far. I don't want any of that bridge business.
Nothing wrong with bridges.
I was not a fan of that.
Yo, yeah, that is.
I mean, no, looking back at it, it does look kind of interesting, but
Pretty stark.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, even though the brown isn't too bad.
No, you can get away with the brown. And like we said, it maybe would be something that you'd consider detailing, but we just don't have time. Exactly. So maybe I would go around with the paintbrush, but I do not have time to be doing it. So yeah, I mean, now we must be coming up to like the final like 3 minutes, and I'm still trying to lay down track. Well, which is fine. You say, right, that track's fine. You can just come back to that next week. The system's fine. But I was like, I've got 3 or 4 minutes. I don't just want to I don't just want to, not use those 3 or 4 minutes. So yeah, now I'm realizing that I'm going to have to switch the tunnel back over.
Have you broken your rail network?
Well, so I changed. Yeah, so I changed. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, so I'm taking Toulouse off of that, and then I'm changing the platforms. I think. Oh no. Oh yeah, no. I've got to put in because it's going to terminate there now.
Yeah.
I think I've got to delete another Paris off of there. But get used to that red flashing icon at the top. It's here to stay.
Yeah. Right.
So yeah, then I realised I needed to get rid of one of the Parises. So yeah, that one just goes, and that is that line as I'd want it, which is fine. Yeah, I'm just looking at this thinking, why did I spend so much time doing these things? Like, I really need to. Like, there's only like 2 minutes left at this point, and I'm like deciding which bit. So yeah, now I've got to switch the tunnel back over. No, I didn't trap a train. That I was worried about. I think I had a pretty check. I managed not to trap a train, which, well, I do and I don't. So I managed not to trap a train down there.
Okay.
Although I kind of wish I had in the end. But so I build that quickly. Did I signal it?
What is the current like?
This is just detail that I put in because I wanted to make it look neat.
Yeah.
And I just doesn't need it. It's a waste of time. I should have done that at the other end. That's what that was the problem was. So I'm quickly trying to put this line in. You see, I didn't do the signaling or anything really. Oh yeah, I didn't do the crossover at this either. The rush was happening. So I quickly put that in. Then I have to change the stations, I think. The platform numbers. Yeah, because at Calais it's on the wrong one. I think I should switch it. Okay, so that's done. Now I've just got to put trains on it. And I had like 30 seconds left at this point. There must be, yeah. And I was just like trying to think how am I going to do this, and then I was like, no, I will take because I used 2 trains on the first one I put in this episode. So I was like, I'm just going to put 2 trains on all of them. So I'm going to take 2 trains off this one and set them to the other one. But I didn't build a crossover, and then the episode ended. Then my 30 minutes come up. So they're just gonna get to Paris and then just stop because they can't get onto that line.
So you're just gonna clog up your system for? Hang on. Also, what line did you take them off?
The original one. So yeah, that's it. That's the end there. So yeah, I've clogged up 2 of my lines. Are not going to be running for your episode. You're going to have a constant flashing red warning.
Great.
Because there's trains stuck at Paris station because they need to go to Calais, but they can't.
Great.
Well, they could if they were going from Paris to Toulouse. I suppose they could work because I put that track in. So one of them might be okay, but I think one of them's definitely stuck in there. So yeah, I'm just adding up my cities now because I did it at the end. It didn't make a massive difference to my total, and because it'll be the first thing I change when I go back on again, it shouldn't make a massive difference to my population total. It's more if you make a mistake at the beginning of an episode and then it takes you a whole episode to deal with it, or so I'm just going to ride that new track that I put in. But yeah, if you make a mistake at the beginning of an episode, then take ages dealing with it, or you don't deal with it. But that's what will affect.
Okay.
Anyway, so that is a kind of dramatic end to my episodes. I cause an absolute mess on my system, but I will throw it back over to you. And yeah, so. Make sure to watch next time, see Jack, see what he can do on his side, and yeah, see you next time.
Bye.